Who's in the Forest is the 6th episode of the 2nd season of Barney and Friends, and this one's not bad. It wasn't very nostalgic for me, but there are some good opportunities for learning about animals, and we do have an episode that's on location because we're actually in the forest. I do prefer the ones in the classroom because I feel like for me they're more nostalgic of my early school days, and this is why I like to watch Barney, because I like the fuzzy nostalgia. But that being said, it was still pretty decent, so I will go through the songs and talk about some highlights. We also have a story about an owl, and we get to see the illustrations on screen, and I don't know if I like that or not. I feel like it would have worked better if they were just reenacting the story. I think that that's so much more fun and creative, but I can also see the benefit for young viewers sitting down and watching this story and enjoying the illustrations. So I don't mind it, but I didn't love it. And then we use our imagination and go into the forest, and it's all about the sights and sounds of what's around us in the woods or in the forest, and we have a lot of different animals or representations of animals, I guess, which is pretty cool. And it's definitely something that can encourage children to go out and about, not necessarily in a forest or a woods if they don't live near any, but to observe the nature around them. And we start off with a song actually that's completely irrelevant, and it's Our Friend Barney Had a Band. I actually didn't mean to say that in a sing-song voice, but apparently it's absolutely impossible to say that without it doing so. This is to the tune of Old MacDonald, but as Our Friend Barney had a band, and his costume, his outfit, looks absolutely fantastic. And then the main narrative kicks in, and we have Listen, and we're listening to the sounds. And then we have a song called Sarasponda, which is not one that I was familiar with. It has actually appeared in Campfire Sing-Along, so I probably should have recognised it from Barney and the Backyard Gang, but apparently I don't. But it's a really good song, but I'm not familiar with it, so I couldn't sing along. It wasn't very nostalgic. But that being said, I rather enjoyed it. Then we have Four Little Butterflies, The Frog on a Log. We have obviously the animals coming through the themes of these songs here. And Silly Sounds, which I don't love, I'll be honest. It's not a personal favourite, but I can see the target audience enjoying that song because it's silly. And silly sounds make children laugh a lot of the time. We then have Skip to My Lou and, of course, I Love You. And I can't really fault it. It's maybe not my personal favourite, not just because it's not very nostalgic, but also because, as I said, I prefer the ones set in the classroom environment, both for the nostalgia and also because I think it allows younger children to start to understand what the classroom environment is going to be like. But since there are many Barney episodes like that, breaking the mould and having one set in the forest is not too bad. And we have some opportunities for learning about different animals and things. So Who's in the Forest might not be a personal favourite, but it's still pretty good in its own way.